Hey, good morning. So I want to talk about car spawns and getting a car. So you made your character, you spawned into a sapling, you are in an okay spot on the map. This trader here, merchant in the D5, D6 border, I guess it's technically in D6. This is one of two merchants that will have car repair kits that you can purchase right off the bat. This is the other one here in C2. They are both Mike, I believe. This one might be Hank, actually. I get them confused sometimes. But we'll find out. We're going to run over there. The other places where a car repair kit may exist on the map without you having to get all the materials and learn how to make one and then make one, they're going to be at the bandit camps. So I have bandit camp up here, A7, B7. There's one down here in G6, one over here in H1. There's this one in C1, and then this one in C5. All of those are going to have NPCs. And those are the ones I feel like you have a better chance of finding a car repair kit there after you defeat all of the bandits, rescue the NPC, and start looting. One of the buildings and one of the boxes may have a car repair kit in there. So we want to go this way. So I'm gonna run over there, and I'll see when we get to. I think it is Hank. I think that it might be Mike. Whoever it is, I know that they sell car repair kits and they teach weapon crafting. So I will see you in 1 second. Okay, so default, you start with a starter kit, which gives you everything that you can see down here. We got a metal bow, steel spear, this pistol, which comes with some ammo. So I would recommend the first thing you do is reload that bad boy. You got an iron dagger, a building hammer, and then a steel axe. This used to be an iron axe, so this is very generous that that's what that comes with now. You got 9 steel arrows, some water, bandages, gastric medicine. So if you drink out of the rivers, you will get food poisoning. All of those indicators will pop up here at the top right of your screen. Medical kit, 2 batteries, some food, the ammo like I mentioned, and then you get an antiviral. Antibodies plus 30. So this red bar down here are your antibodies. If you get touched by a zombie and your settings are where virus death rate, if you have this cranked up a little bit more, your antibodies are going to be more affected. So this is starter settings. The only thing I changed was the loot respawn interval, just because I plan on making a couple more tutorials in this world here. But so antiviral will add 30 to this. If you get to 0, you will die. But this does have a recovery rate. It is pretty slow. It's about 2 or 3 points per one in-game day, as far as I can tell. I don't know if settings affect that, but I can look into it. You also get an adrenaline. This, in my opinion, is useless. This is trade. Day 1 trade. Antibiotics. So I guess I should cover that. This one's really important too. Health plus 60, but it also treats infection. That's another icon that will pop up here. If a zombie touches you, or scratches you, or if you get shot by a bandit, or if you go against one of your spike traps or log traps or anything else, there are a lot of things that can cause infection in the game. Antibiotics will treat the infection and give you 60 health, so that's an important one. Do not trade that one, and I say hang on to at least 1 antiviral. You're probably only going to need 1. If you play for 4 years in game, probably only going to need 1 unless you're playing on hardcore settings. But adrenaline is useless to me. That is useless to me. That is day 1 trade money. So he does not have a repair kit, unfortunately. But typically this trader, so this is Mike. So this one and this one, like I said, are where we're going to get those repair kits day 1. So let's see. It does have some good stuff. They're probably both going to have the same kind of things, fishing rod, all that. And I believe he teaches weapon crafting. Yep. Alright, so we're going to go over to this other trader and see if he has a car repair kit. So I will meet you there in just a second. Okay, so this is the other trader. This is Mike. He also teaches weapon crafting, I believe. Let's see. Yes. Let's see. Okay, he does have one. So that is worth 13.2. I don't think I have any traits that affect that. Yeah, I don't have any traits that affect the trade value. That's 13.2. Our adrenaline is worth 30. So we could get a couple other things. He doesn't have any ammo for the gun that we have. This is 44. So Desert Eagle, we don't have a 9mm pistol yet. This full meal here is, it's worth 2, I think. So when you have traits that affect your like charisma with the traders, then this I think is, you get like a 70-cent discount. So that's worth 2 normally. Getting health kit would be great. That's too much though. So if you go food is good to spend the rest of your 30 with. Also a toolbox. If you don't find a toolbox, you're gonna have a really hard time building a crafting bench and getting your base going. So I would recommend grabbing one of those. So now that we've gone a little bit over, these batteries are actually pretty good to cover it. And let's see, he may take a gastric medicine. And that almost puts us there. Let's see. I'm not going to be playing much on this. So if we do one of those, that definitely puts us over. Yeah, that would be good. He would accept that as a trade. 1 bullet, 2 small batteries, and an adrenaline for... This is basically 3 more days worth of food. This would get us our crafting bench, and this will get us our vehicle. So we'll confirm transaction. Okay, so now as far as car spawns go, since we're on this side of the map, I'm going to take you over to where the closest ones that I know about, where there may possibly be a car. I learned the hard way, multiple times, that car spawns are not guaranteed. So your closest car spawns leaving this trader are going to be over here in front of D3, and then closer down here nearing the border of E3. So there's a gas station over here. There are some vehicles that we can search along the way. And as far as finding gas on the map, your best places to find them are going to be gas stations. So the closest gas station to us is probably going to be this one over here on the D3 E3 border. There's also one down here on the E3 F4 border, right on the corner of this intersection by this merchant, who is also Mike. He teaches agriculture though, and he sells food. But I think we're going to walk down here. I normally have terrible luck with these spawns in front of D3, but there's probably going to be one either at the gas station or down further in front of this industrial area right here on the border. So we'll head over there, and we'll search some cars on this curve. There's a couple on this curve. So I'm going to walk down over there, and I'll see you when we get to this curve. Alright, so we're coming up to a couple vehicles. We're on this curve right here from C3 to D3 border. Hopefully we can find some gas. There are quite a few cars that way. No luck so far. I haven't taken anything. We're only going to take fuel. So let's see. I mean, obviously you would want to take stuff if you were playing, but... Well, that's good. Sometimes you can find fuel in the trunks, but more often than not, you're going to find it in the front of the vehicle. Here we go. And I would never leave advanced parts. So we'll check the back, see what we got in here. Oh, we triggered a car alarm. Here they come. Looks like it's just the one nurse. Oh, she did a really big jump. My arm's doing the thing. I don't know what's going on with this floppy chicken wing arm thing they got going on. It's been like that since they updated the characters, but... There we go. So that was from the trunk, I think. There we go. Let's see if we can get a little bit more fuel. Probably nothing for us in this trunk. Nope. Beer and a cigarette. Cigarettes have a very long hold time. There we go. That is going to help us. That is 6. 1, 2, 3, and 3. 6 worth of fuel. A car is going to hold 55. Doesn't matter if it's the sedan, the little hatchback, or the truck. They're all going to hold 55 liters of fuel. So I'm going to walk down over to here, and we'll see if we can find a car. The truck has the most storage. It's kind of nice to find that, but starting out it's a little difficult. It does seem like it uses more fuel than the other vehicles, the sedan and the hatchback, so that might not be the best option for you starting out. So it is possible to have a car spawn right over there by that blue building. I have never seen it. I think it's only happened to one person ever. Or maybe on their 30th playthrough, I'm not sure. I've never seen one there. I think it's also possible that you can have one spawn down here by this, or maybe it's up over there. I thought maybe there's another one over here, maybe by this road or further down. But you can kind of see the industrial place, the big brick building, and then the blue place is the gas station. So sometimes it's possible to have a car spawn over there. I don't see one from here, but we'll get a little bit closer. I have just default beginner settings on, so well, I do have special zombies turned on, so we might have a couple things run at us, but it'll be okay. We'll be fine. So, yep, I don't see, I think there's normally a car spawn like right there by those trees. There's not one there. Our other option is the industrial place right out front in the driveway. One of the things, besides all the zombies from the industrial place and this gas station, that I would recommend that you pay attention to is going to be down along that road, that curve there is wolf country. So if you can stay on this side of the guardrail, you're going to be pretty safe, but I think we'll be alright. The wolves are not too difficult. Okay, we do have a car spawn. There is a truck. So let's sneak over there. And it can be kind of scary when you have the spawns right out in front of a bigger POI like this, but you absolutely can sneak. It doesn't work every time, but it works some of the time. But we'll get that in there. So we place the car repair kit into the storage of the vehicle. Push this little, I guess that would be a double-sided wrench button. And then the fuel, drag and drop it right into here. And there we go. I'm going to place this door in our toolbox now. As far as driving, oh look, a mushroom. That's a good source for carbs starting out. As far as driving goes, you're going to use the WASD, and it can be a little bit difficult on curves. If you hold at A or hold D, it will start to go. The truck is a little bit harder to navigate than the other vehicles. We have lights. You could hit T to turn on the lights for when it gets a little bit darker out. And this truck doesn't go very fast. The hatchback and the sedan, the other smaller cars, can get up to like 70, 80 pretty easily going down a hill like this. The truck might get to 74. That's the fastest I've ever seen the truck go in all of the time that I've played. But yeah, I would recommend that you stick to the roads and go slow. And if you have to cut through, you know, the grassy areas like this, you're going to want to watch out for trees, obviously. You can drive through the saplings, and you can drive through these smaller pine bushes. You're going to want to watch for rocks. There's two different size rocks. There's the larger ones like that one in front of us, and then there are smaller rocks that sit lower to the ground, and when you destroy them it gives you less material. But also, if you run those over, sometimes in the truck it's okay, but in the smaller cars it is not. It will kill your car, it will flip it. You cannot drive through some of these pine trees. That one was fine. And I feel like once it gets bigger than that, you can't drive through them. Let's see. So can you drive? You can drive through this little one. Can you drive through that one? Yes. Okay, what about that one? That one's a little bit bigger. Yes, you can drive through that one. These little skinny trees cannot drive through. Big trees, absolutely not. But yeah, also another thing I should mention is you can't go, like you could go really, in a real car you could go fast in reverse. You cannot here. I've only seen maybe 20 miles per hour in reverse. That's it. But you have spacebar to stop. It will squill your tires. You can also use S, which is reverse. You can also use that to stop. And then hit spacebar once you're down to like 3 miles per hour. But yeah, so we had 6 gallons of gas, and We played around a little bit. We picked up the car over here. I'm gonna drive down and show you how long that lasts, so you can see. Let's go just on the other side of this bus, probably. And I think we're gonna run out. Yep, we ran out of gas. So you can still use brakes, but you cannot steer, reverse, do anything else, obviously. The gas stations are gonna be one of the best places as far as POIs go, starting out to get fuel, because it's like this one that's isolated. There's no other larger POIs nearby. So you will be able to, you know, get in there easily and clear it out. And then hopefully those pumps will have the large fuel barrels. So we had 3 of the small ones and 1 of the large bottles. My elbow is distracting me from being able to fight. Okay, so it looks like we just got him. Let's see. Yeah, that's it. Just those 2. Oh, and we got our arrow and we got a fabric back. Okay, so let's see if we got any of the large barrels. Okay, yeah, these are the fuel barrels. This is luxury right here, people. So we have, that's enough to fill up the truck, and then in this one we have 5 more. Look at that. That's enough to get you such a long way. It's insane. So I'm able to carry 85 because of 2 things that I did. One is I clicked the wrong button, but I picked my profession as porter. So that gives me plus 20 carrying capacity. And I also, because of the size of my girl, I don't have any negative effects on my weight bearing or anything like that. So I would recommend setting similar to that if you want to be, you know, kind of a mule and be able to carry all kinds of stuff. It's the old, it's the cheap way to get the dredge trait that we all knew and loved. But yeah, those are pretty much the basics for how the driving and repairing and fuel system works. Beyond that, once you have a base and you have power and everything else, you would be able to build, I'm not going to be able to show you right here, you would be able to build a machining table. So you need specific skills that you would get from books or learning to build this, and then once you, let's see if we can find some. I don't know if we came across any yet. I'm sure there's some in here. There's normally always some in the front of cars. Yep, these are car spare parts. So you need 10 of these to make 1 car repair kit, and that gives you 50% health on your vehicle, which is it's good to know if you plan on driving off a cliff or into the water. The cars will go through very, very, very shallow water, but if you have to swim, your car is going swimming too, and it will immediately go to 0 immediately as soon as it touches that deep water, just like how a regular car would. Once your battery gets wet, that's it. Done. So yeah, hopefully this is helpful for anyone starting out. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. If I don't know, I'll do my best to find out. The NOS community is awesome. I've said it before. I mean, as soon as I started playing this game and all the feedback, everyone just so amazing and helpful. So either me or other people can help you out. Just let us know. But I will leave this one here. I will see you in the next one. Okay, bye.